The shirt removal celebration. Taking your shirt off after scoring a goal seems pretty normal, right? You're excited, you've just scored, and you want to celebrate. But here's the problem. FIFA banned it, and it all started because of one man, Diego Forlán, November 2002. Manchester United versus Southampton. Forlan comes off the bench, scores the winner, rips his shirt off in pure joy, and then completely forgets how to put it back on. He's running around shirtless, trying to pull it over his head, missing tackles, and the whole thing turns into chaos. Fans loved it, managers did not. So FIFA stepped in. In 2004, they introduced a new rule. Take off your shirt to celebrate and you get a yellow card. No exceptions. Even if it's your first ever goal, even if it's a World Cup final, the shirt stays on. Why did they do this? FIFA said it was about keeping the game professional and respecting the sport, but really it was about control. They didn't want players wasting time or sending the wrong message to kids watching at home. The rule still stands today. Cristiano Ronaldo has been booked for it. Lionel Messi has been booked for it. Even players celebrating the biggest moments of their lives get punished. So if you ever score a goal, keep your shirt on, or at least learn how to put it back on faster than Forlan did. The knee slide into the corner flag. This one sounds harmless. You score a goal, you run to the corner, you slide on your knees, and the fans go wild. What's the problem? The problem is when you slide too far, or when you slide into the advertising boards, or when you slide and then start celebrating in front of the away fans. That's when things get messy. UEFA and FIFA didn't ban the knee slide itself. They banned what happens after it. If you celebrate in a way that provokes the opposition fans, you get a yellow card. If you incite violence or cause a safety issue, you could even get a red card. There have been cases where players slid into the corner flag, got mobbed by teammates, and then the whole thing turned into a brawl with fans trying to jump onto the pitch. Security had to step in. Matches got delayed, and so now referees watch celebrations closely. You can slide, you can celebrate. But if you cross the line and start taunting the other team's supporters, you're getting booked. It's not about stopping joy, it's about stopping riots, the political message celebration. Football and politics don't mix. At least that's what FIFA wants you to believe. Over the years, players have used goal celebrations to make political statements. They've lifted their shirts to reveal messages. They've made gestures. They've pointed to symbols on their kit. And FIFA hates it. The most famous example is Mario Balotelli, 2012. He scores for Manchester City, lifts his shirt, and reveals the words, "Why always me?" It became iconic. But FIFA wasn't laughing. They updated the rules, no slogans, no political messages, no religious statements. If you do it, you get a yellow card, and if the message is controversial, you could face a ban. Why the strict rule? Because FIFA wants to keep football neutral. They don't want stadiums turning into protest grounds. They don't want players using the pitch as a platform for activism. Whether you agree with that or not, the rule is clear. Your celebration can't carry a message, even if it's harmless, even if it's funny. The shirt stays blank, or you get booked. The crowd incitement celebration. Scoring a goal in front of your home fans is one of the best feelings in football. Scoring a goal in front of the away fans and celebrating right in their faces, that's asking for trouble. And that's exactly why it's banned. Players who run toward the opposition supporters and start celebrating aggressively are now punished with yellow cards. Sometimes even red cards if it gets out of hand. Why? Because it's dangerous. Fans get angry, they throw things, they try to jump onto the pitch. Security has to intervene, and in some cases, it's led to full-blown riots. One of the most infamous examples was when Adebayor scored for Manchester City against his former club Arsenal. He ran the entire length of the pitch and slid on his knees in front of the Arsenal fans. They went ballistic. Adebayor got booked. The FA fined him, and the moment became a textbook example of what not to do. Now, referees are trained to watch for this. If you celebrate near the away fans in a provocative way, you're getting a card. It's not about stopping passion, it's about stopping violence. The choreographed group celebration. Some teams plan their celebrations in advance. They practice routines, they coordinate movements, they turn a goal into a full performance. And for a while it was entertaining, but then it started taking too long. Goals were being scored, and instead of restarting the game, players were spending 2 minutes doing synchronized dances. Referees had no control. The game was being delayed. Fans in the stadium were getting bored, so FIFA cracked down. They didn't ban group celebrations entirely, but they made it clear that excessive time wasting would result in yellow cards. If your celebration takes longer than a few seconds, you're getting booked. If you're clearly stalling to waste time, you're getting booked. The rule is enforced more strictly now. You can celebrate with your teammates, you can hug, you can jump, but if you start choreographing a full dance routine, the referee will step in. Keep it short, keep it simple, or keep it for after the match. The diving celebration. This one is pure mockery. A player scores a goal, and instead of celebrating normally, they pretend to dive. They throw themselves to the ground, roll around, and act like they've been fouled. It's funny, it's cheeky, and it's completely banned. Why? Because it's seen as unsportsmanlike conduct. FIFA considers it disrespectful to referees and opponents. If you mock diving, you're mocking the integrity of the game, and that gets you a yellow card. One of the most famous examples was Miroslav Klose. He scored for Germany, and his teammate Lukas Podolski pretended to dive in celebration. The referee immediately booked him. No warnings, no second chances. The message was clear: don't mock the game. Even if diving is a problem in football, celebrating by pretending to dive isn't the solution. It just makes things worse. So if you score, celebrate however you want. Just don't hit the deck unless you've actually been fouled. The weapon gesture celebration. Pretending to shoot a gun, pretending to fire a bow and arrow, pretending to hold a sword. All of these are banned. FIFA introduced strict rules against weapon-related celebrations because they don't want football associated with violence, even if it's just a gesture. Even if it's meant to be fun, the rule applies to everyone. If you make a gun gesture with your hands, you get a yellow card. If you pretend to shoot an imaginary rifle, you get a yellow card. If you mime holding a weapon of any kind, you're getting booked. Why is FIFA so strict about this? Because football is watched by millions of kids. And they don't want children copying violent gestures. They don't want goal celebrations linked to guns or weapons. It's about setting an example. Some players have argued that it's harmless, that it's just part of their personal celebration style. But FIFA doesn't care. The rule stands: no weapons, not even pretend ones. The mask celebration. Wearing a mask during a goal celebration used to be a fun trend. Players would pull out masks of teammates, celebrities, or even cartoon characters. It was entertaining. Fans loved it, but FIFA didn't. In 2014, they banned the use of masks during celebrations. Why? Because it was seen as a safety issue. Masks could be used to hide a player's identity. They could be used to send inappropriate messages. And in some cases, they were being used to mock opponents. FIFA decided it wasn't worth the risk. So now if you score a goal and pull out a mask, you get a yellow card. No exceptions. Even if it's funny, even if it's harmless. The mask stays in your bag. One of the last famous mask celebrations was Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He used to wear a mask after scoring for Borussia Dortmund, but once the rule came in, he had to stop. Now, if you want to celebrate with a prop, you better make sure it's not on FIFA's banned list, because masks definitely are. The prolonged celebration. This one is simple. If your celebration takes too long, you get booked. FIFA introduced this rule to stop time wasting. Some players were celebrating for minutes. They'd run to the fans, they'd hug everyone, they'd take selfies, they'd do backflips, and the game would just stop. Referees had no control, so FIFA gave them the power to book players for excessive celebrations. Now, if you're taking too long, the referee will warn you. If you ignore the warning, you get a yellow card. It's not about stopping joy, it's about keeping the game moving. You can celebrate, you can be happy, but you can't turn a goal into a 5-minute party. Keep it short, keep it respectful, or keep it for after the final whistle. The disrespectful gesture celebration. This is the catch-all rule. Any celebration that's considered disrespectful, offensive, or inappropriate will get you booked. That includes rude hand gestures. That includes mocking opponents. That includes anything that crosses the line of sportsmanship. Referees have full discretion here. If they think your celebration is out of order, they'll book you. And there's no arguing with it. Some players have been booked for celebrating too aggressively near opponents. Some have been booked for making gestures toward the referee. Some have been booked for celebrations that were considered culturally insensitive. The rule is intentionally vague because FIFA wants referees to have the power to stop anything that could cause problems. So if you score, celebrate with respect. Don't mock, don't provoke, don't cross the line, or you'll be celebrating with a yellow card in your pocket. Why do these rules exist? At the end of the day, FIFA's celebration rules exist for one reason: control. They want to keep football professional. They want to avoid controversy. They want to protect the image of the game. Some of these rules make sense: stopping violence, preventing time wasting, keeping politics off the pitch. But some of them feel over the top, booking a player for taking their shirt off. Really? Banning masks? Why? The truth is, FIFA walks a fine line. They want players to express themselves, but they also want to maintain order, and sometimes those two things clash. So players have to be careful. Celebrate too much and you get punished. Celebrate too little and fans complain. It's a balancing act, and it's one that's constantly evolving, because every time a player finds a new way to celebrate, FIFA finds a new way to regulate it. Which banned celebration do you think is the most ridiculous or most justified? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed learning about banned football celebrations, hit subscribe for more Football Explainer videos. If you've got hypes left this week, use one here to push this video up the leaderboard. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.